wait for spring.
Vito, what's up, man? Nothing. Vito, you want me to do career or play a game? All right.
Tuesday night baseball now from Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. As the season winds down, a pennant race comes to a head. 2 division rivals face off next. Jeremy Hellickson is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Edward James.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. Luna has it in his tracks. 2 down. Now at the plate, Edward James. He flew out in his last at bat.
Edward James.
First pitch of the at bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And there he goes towards second. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Luna is there, and he'll bring this one in. Now batting, Chris Taylor comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Taylor.
This is on the ground over. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. More. Into the box now, Edward James. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Here comes the first pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Here's the 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this is going to find the wall out near the Yankee bullpen. And the runner will score from second. And the second run will score. It's now a 4-0 game.
Well, maybe the tables have turned a bit. Earlier in the game, the pitcher had...
That'll bring in Phillip Ervin. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Left fielder, Phillip Ervin.
So 1-1. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Standing in, Edward James will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way, and he fouls this one off. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And it's now a 1-run game, 7-6 now.
And this is an all-familiar sight, something we've seen all season long. When they need a clutch hit or an offensive blast, he's their go-to guy, and this is just...
Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Well, the numbers don't just jump out at you, but his lone hit was a really...
Baseball from the big... Coming to the plate now, Edward James. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch of the at-bat. Now this is driven out to deep right center. This could be trouble. And it is trouble that finds the gap for extra bases. And the runner will score from second. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked, drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
Into the box, Edward James stands in here after doubling home 2 in his first at-bat. Bullet back up the middle. And he'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the third.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gary Sanchez. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Stanton stands at second with 2 gone. Rounded to first. James takes it in. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. On now to the top of inning number 4. Boston's out in front, 4-2. In now, Edward James. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
James.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive to left. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Benintendi is on his way home. He comes across to score as they push their lead to 3 now.
When it left the bat, I thought the outfielder had a beat on it. Gave it a heck of an effort, going high for it, but he just can't bring it down. The run came across to score, and he's safely at second.
Striding in for Boston, Edward James. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Judge racing back on the warning track. He makes the catch. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, with one of them being the big home. Digging in once again, Edward James. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Edward James.
First delivery to him on the way. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. 1 there, on to first to complete the double play. Brandon Drury will bat next. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. He's got it, and the Red Sox will salvage at least the finale in this 3-game series as the ball game is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
Are you watching the Yankees?
I'm playing the game.
No, on your phone.
No, Vito's watching.
He's watching what, the game?
Watching me.
Oh.
Vito, say hi.
It's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say hi to me. It's cool. I'm gonna go bed anyways.
See? See? He said hi.
series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Boston Red Sox. Get ready for Red Sox baseball next. At the plate, Carlos Ojeda, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Ojeda.
Here now the 2-2. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, but it's not in time, and the inning will continue.
Batting seventh, first baseman, Edward James.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. So digging in now, Edward James. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
James.
Here comes the first pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. James, a native Floridian. He was selected in the 27th round during the first-year player draft of 2018.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal.
Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And it's off the green monster. Now the relay home. And the tag will be too late as they take the lead now at 2-1.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
Leading off for the Red Sox, first baseman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
James.
Popped him up. Ref Snyder in foul ground. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Your attention.
Ready for another shot now. Edward James. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the seventh.
James.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. It bangs off the billboard, and it's out of here. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 21 for him on the season. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Well, the skipper called on him for a reason, and I can guarantee you one thing. That was not what he had in mind. First pitch, and it was out of here.
Now to the plate, Edward James. He's got runners at the corners here with only one gun.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the one run will be allowed to score.
I mean, that had to be...
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. Boston posted 15 total hits in the ball game. Eduardo Rodriguez hangs win number 11 on his line. Craig Kimbrell records 4 outs on his way to the save, his 33rd of the year. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our Now from Fenway Park here in Boston. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Boston Red Sox. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up.
Play ball.
Stepping into the box, Edward James. And the Red Sox with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. First pitch coming. Here it is. Squared that one up just a little late. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this recent trend is becoming a problem. They have to find someone that can go out on the mound and throw a donut up early to give this offense a chance to right itself. They can't continue to be playing.
And now, meanwhile, here's a ball headed out toward deep left center field. And this is going to clear the wall, a home run. So a 2-run shot to left center, number 22 on the year, as the Red Sox open it up even further. It's now 4-0.
There are certain guys in every lineup that you do not want to beat you. And this guy right now is swinging the bat so well, I'm not giving him a chance to do anything. He's too hot right now.
Play ball.
Striding into the box, Edward James. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
That last at-bat, that home run, that was a changeup that was away. Then he went out and hooked it, he pulled it. So if I'm going to throw that changeup again, I might throw that thing on the inside part of the plate. This guy looks like he has pretty good coverage on that outer third of the plate.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing, and this ball is crushed straight away center field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. 2-run shot to straightaway center. His second home run of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Yeah, and as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing was gone from the second it left his bat. A thunderous shot that dang near gave the pitcher a little whiplash. Challenged him with a fastball and lost big time.
Play ball. Ball 4. Take the base.
Ready once again, Edward James. 2 home runs in 2 at-bats so far, and looking to add to that here. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run.
Well, in hockey, they...
Former College World Series MVP Rob Refsnyder is next, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. High pop-up. James has a play, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Edward James will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game, as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Smith is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. So here's Matt Kemp now, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works.
Hit back up the middle. He'll go to the bag for 1. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Settling in now, Edward James. And he's shooting for history here as he's homered 3 times in this one. Bob Bowie. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center. His 4th in the ballgame as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
You know, talk about having a great day. 4 home runs in 1 game. I would say that's more than great. That's a spectacular day.
Play ball.
Up next for the Rays, Jack Pike. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Jack Pike.
The 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. He's right there. And indeed, he won't look at second. He'll just flip it on over to first to take the sure out.
Play ball.
10-1, the final lopsided score in this ball game. The Boston Red Sox win their 40th game in front of the home crowd this year. Rick Porcello earned his 9th win of the year. Sunday after. Parker. Standing in, Carlos Ojeda. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Carlos Ojeda.
He'll hunt his way on as he gets this one down. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. Tampa Bay nothing. Red Sox coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball, The Show.
Top up 11. Really. They're on overtime. What do you call it? OT. It's the 11th inning. That's okay, it's gonna be a long night. No one's not hitting anything. Good night, Adam. Love you. Wahoo.
I'm back.
Malik Smith the next to hit. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. Here now the 2-2. Hit down the line at first. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Stepping in, Edward James. He's hoping he's still got a little of the mojo he had working yesterday when he had 4, count them, 4 home runs. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. And it's gone. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 26 for him on the season, and that gives the Red Sox a 2-0 lead.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus.
Into the box now, Rob Refsnyder.
Batting ninth, first baseman, Rob Refsnyder.
Ground ball right side. Backhanded. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Play ball.
Coming to the plate now, Edward James. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So
high and deep to straightaway right. Nieto ranging back to the track, but it's over his head, and it hops the way. At the plate, Edward James. Already a home run and a double for him in this one.
Edward James.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, and he turns another one around here. And his fine ball game will continue. Give him another home run. So a two-run shot to left center, his second of the game, and we are tied again. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. Digging in to try it again, Edward James. 2 home runs and a double to his credit thus far, having quite the game. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they open up a 4-run lead. We'll talk about it. Next will be the designated hitter, Kelby Tomlinson, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Dan, that's a nice RBI.
Digging in and looking for more, Edward James. He, of course, has launched 3 balls over the fence in this one and possibly looking for number 4 here.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time.
Hold that thought, though. This ball's hammered to deep center field. Back at the wall, and it's gone.
Well, there are good days, and then there are great days. When you hit 4 home runs in a game, I think you can say that's a great game. This has been incredible to watch. Wow, that was a fun one to watch. A great game for guys with the sticks, but for pitchers, not so much. A classic slugfest, and they walk away on top in the end.
14-10. The final posting in this one. The Boston Red Sox put on a show with the bats, collecting 17 hits in the game. David Phelps picks up his team-leading 13th win. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Players who find a way to turn it on when it most counts can electrify a team campaign and generate a sense of intrigue around themselves.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A Labor Day matchup in store for you here between the Minnesota Twins and the Boston Red Sox. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Edward James.
First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Buxton ranging back at the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. In to score is the runner from first. It's a 2-0 ball game.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked. Drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs.
Striding in, Edward James. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, and even 30 home runs on the year as the Red Sox open it up even further. It's now 3. Ready to take his hacks again, Edward James, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Grounded down the third baseline. Nobody out, runner on first. Oh, and he leaves another one over the plate, and this ball's driven to left. And for the 3rd time tonight, he has served up a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. So coming to the plate, Edward James. 2 home runs and a double to his credit thus far. Having quite the game.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors. The next twin up, Miguel Sano. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Roller right side. And indeed, he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out. Edward James will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead.
Wow, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick. But how about hitting 3 home runs in one night? That's...
Edward James will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ballgame as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. And this is down, and that should do it. And the Red Sox are going to walk off a winner.
Always great when a game really comes down to the 9th inning like it did here. They had a chance to walk it off and send their fans home happy, and that's exactly what they did. Lots of smiles around here right now.
And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, guys, it seemed like every time he swung the bat, it was hit somewhere hard. He winds up with 5 base knocks in the game, and You don't see that too often. Without question, a standout performance.
Afternoon baseball for you now. Up next for Minnesota, Andres Mejia, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Mejia.
Runners off for second. Up the first baseline. Reined in. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Whoops.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Edward.
Driven nicely into the gap. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
Hey, there's another bit.
At the plate, Andres Mejia. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. So stepping in, Edward James.
First baseman, Edward James.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Popped him up.
And that's a no.
And he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the first out. Striding in once again, Yasiel Puig, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Weakly to the left. Scooped up. And indeed, he won't look at second. He'll just flip it on over to first to take the sure out. Stepping up to the plate, Edward James. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Belted high and deep into right center. Buxton looks up, gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
Right now, he can't wait to get to the plate against this pitching staff. 4 home runs in this series. Bet he wishes he could play these guys every single day.
Next up for the Red Sox, Edward James. He's got a homer and a triple to this point in the game.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon. Well, you can see why these fans are so excited about this rookie.
Yeah, Matt, just a nice piece of hitting by this youngster. Not only does it look like he's going to be a solid contributor, it looks like he may be an impact player at the big league level for years to come if he can continue to learn and develop. He looks good.
Your attention, please. Up next for the Twins, shortstop, Raul.
Hit back toward the mound. Bogarts has it. Nunez. And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
Got him. Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
11-6, the final score in this ball game.
Locked in a heated race late in the season, a team gets a pregame pep talk from their skipper.
Vito, I think an hour 15, I'm gonna end it.
Friday night baseball now from Fenway Park here in Boston. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the American League's Houston Astros and the Boston Red Sox. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next.
But how do you like the game so far?
Rick Porcello will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, in his last start, he picked up his 9th win of the season. It's always nice to get into double digits, and nothing he'd like to do more than to pitch well in this one and pick up his 10th victory of the year.
Stepping in, Edward James, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Off the light tower, and it's gone. A solo shot here to left. 34 home runs now on the year. And with it, the Red Sox have tied it at 1.
No doubt an impressive home run, so we'll employ show track for a more in-depth look. 112 miles an hour was the exit velocity off the bat, so it's no wonder why it ended up having the impressive distance that it did.
Now at the plate, Alex Bregman, a base hit in his first trip. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that last at,
it's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. High fly ball out to straightaway center. There to play it is Springer, and that's out number 2.
Play ball. Your attention.
Edward James, fence rolling.
Heading after it is Kepler.
Around first, he's digging for second. And that one skipped.
3.
Stepping up now, Edward James. And a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Bregman is there, and he puts this one away for the third out.
Play ball. He's safe.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Boston took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Rick Porcello gets the tonight's game. Boston took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Rick Porcello gets
Well, to everyone who watched, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.